This is how I know Jesus was in the beginning with God. In the book of John, the first chapter, verses 1 through 18, it reads, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, the same as in the beginning with God. All things was made by him, and without him was not anything made that was him. In him was life, and the life was the light of man. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. There was a man sent from God, whose name was John. The same came from a witness, to bear witness of the light, that all men through him might believe. He was not the light, but was sent to bear the witness of that light. That was the true light, which lightens every man that comes into the world. He is in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. He came unto his own, and his own received him not. But as many as received him, to them gave him he power to become the sons of God, even to them that believe on his name. We were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God. And the Word was made flesh, and dwelt with us, among us. And we beheld his glory, in the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. John bare witness of him, and cried, saying, that this was the man of whom I speak. He that cometh after me is preferred before me, for he was before me. And of his fullness have all we received, and glory for glory. For the law was given by Moses, but grace and truth come by Jesus Christ. No man hath seen God at any time. The only begotten Son, which is in the bosom of the Father, he has declared him." Now, what does this mean? It means that if we go back to verse 1, it says that he was in the beginning, and he was with God, and he was there, and he was God. He had the same spirit as God. And he said the same was in the beginning with God. And it says that, and he says right here that all things was made by him. Because without him, nothing would have been made. Not anything made that was made. Then it goes on to say, he was life, and the life was the light of man. Jesus was the light, and he still is the light. And to prove my point even more, it goes down to say, the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. So he'll be the light in the darkness. Yes, he will. Then it says that God has sent John to witness the light, that all men might believe, which means that John was sent to witness Jesus coming, so that others may believe that it may be the Messiah of Jesus. Then it goes down to saying he was not the light, but was sent to bear witness of the light. So John was not the light of the world, but he was to be witnessed the true light of Jesus. Then it goes down to say that there is the true light which lightens every man that cometh into the world. And that's referring to Jesus. And in 11 it says He came unto his own, and his own received him not. So he came, and we did not receive him. We did not receive him at all. Before he continued on saying, as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of God, even to them that believe in his name. So it says, as much as we may have received him, and to them was given power to become the sons of God and be with him. And goes on to saying that we were not born. And it says right here that those people who believed were not of flesh, nor of blood, but of God and his Spirit. Then it goes on to say the Word was made flesh and blood and dwelled among us. He was made flesh and blood. It says on 14 that the Word was made flesh and blood. The Word was Jesus, because it can't be Moses, because Moses wasn't born yet. So it has to have been someone, and that's the one with Jesus Christ. It goes on to say that John witnessed of him, so he had seen Jesus. Then he told everyone that this was the man of who have come, whom I spake. He that comes after me is preferred before me, and he was before me. So he was telling everyone that this is the man I was talking about, how he was before me. And basically before John was born, essentially, because he was in the beginning with God. As it says up in John 1:1 of how the Word, which is Jesus Christ, was in the beginning. It says in the beginning of the Word, big bold print right there. In the beginning was the Word. Now we go back down. It says that of he fulfilled, and we all received, and glory for glory. And it says that all we received, and glory for glory. This means that his fulfillment and that we all received was glory, When we go back down to 17 and 18, it says that for the law was given by Moses, but grace and truth. So basically, the 10 Commandments was given to Moses, and of Jesus Christ, the law was given to Moses, and of Jesus Christ was grace and truth. And in 18 it says, no man has seen God at any time but the only begotten Son, which means that Jesus was the only man who saw God. Then it goes on to say, in the bosom of the Father, and he has declared him. And that is how I know that he was in the beginning. For it says right here, the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Same was in the beginning. Then if we go to Genesis of the first chapter of the 26th verse, it says, and God said, let us make man in our own image, after our likeness, and let them have domain over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over all creeping things that creepeth unto the earth. This means that it says right here, let us make man in our image. So the us is referring to God and the Word, which was in the beginning, which was Jesus Christ.